And I think we're live. I'm not 100% sure, but fingers crossed. I'm hoping we're live. It says we're live. It says I've been live for 16 seconds. So, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I haven't streamed in a million years, so things are gonna get weird. There's probably gonna happen a bunch of strange things. Maybe my audio is too loud, maybe it's not. I'm gonna give this game a try real fast. This is the game I'm currently working on. Let's see if we can run it with audio. I don't know if it's too loud or not. Seems okay, I guess. I don't know. Let me know if game audio is too loud. Then I'll turn it down. Basically what I'm working on at the moment is a... Why can't I shoot this one? Oh, I could. I'm working on a shooter game. A shmup, as they call them. Power up! And the main thing here, I guess, the main mechanic, or one of the primary mechanics, is that you can right click or press space to switch your role from light to dark. All of the graphics right now are placeholders. When you hear that sort of pew pew sound, let's see, this one, that means you absorbed a bullet. Which I'm kind of wanting to implement as a sort of mechanic. Is my chat broken? It is broken! Oh my goodness. I'm sorry guys, let me pause this for a sec. Crude Castle says you're losing a lot of frames, but sound seems fine. That is weird, because it says 0 dropped frames on my end. So I hope I'm not losing a lot of frames. That would make me really sad. But hello, Crude Castle. Welcome to the channel. Good to see you. How are you? Let's see if we can fix that, though. With the... Am I still losing a bunch of frames? It's really weird, because... Like, it says 0 dropped frames. Maybe... I don't know. It says I'm using about 2% of the CPU, and then it says 30 FPS and 0 dropped frames. Crude Castle says, I don't know, you're really choppy on my end, but let's get it confirmed. Yes, please. Because I'm using the new Streamlabs OBS thing, and I've never used it before, but it would kind of suck if it's dropping frames but not really letting me know. If there's someone else here that can confirm, then that would be awesome. Or actually don't confirm it, you know? I'd rather not be losing a bunch of frames. That sucks. I wonder if maybe it's because it's recording at the same time, but I've always recorded at the same time, and I'm recording on a different hard drive, so I'm hoping that's not it. Oh! Krasenstein is here! He says, the man, the myth, the legend. Hi Kras, how are you doing, bro? Welcome! I know, it's been ages, but... Yeah, I'm a slacker. Took a lot of convincing from Lady Graph. Crude Castle says, Kras, is it running smooth on your end? It's laggy here. Microlight! Welcome! Good to see you. So yeah, maybe it's... I don't know, was it happening... Oh, Kras says it seems to be dropping as well. Darn. I'll try doing it without recording, I guess, but that's really weird. I have frame drops on the stream. I'm not supposed to be having frame drops according to Streamlabs OBS. I'll try to get some gameplay up and you guys can let me know. Like, how choppy is it? Oh, Microlight says he also has frame drops. That is bad. I'm gonna need to get that fixed. It's kind of weird though, because I mean, I can't really rely on the program. Streamlabs OBS says, you know, it's just saying 30 FPS consistently and 0 out of 0 drop frames, 0%. So, what can we do about that? Let's see. Crass says I just export to YouTube or download. Oh, Microlight says I have like 3 FPS. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get that sorted. Hang on, guys. 1 second. Output. Enforce something something something. Recording. Where do I turn the recording off? Stream. Nope. General. Automatically record when streaming. Let's turn that one off and stop the recording. I stopped the recording now, and I really hope that you guys are getting better results now from like 2 minutes ago, 2 seconds ago. Let me try this. Let's run the game again. Please work. Are we better? Microlight says now I have like 1 frame per 5 seconds. Wow. What the hell? That's even worse than 3 frames per second. Holy crap. Is that because I'm... It says it's transferring like 2 point... It's transferring about 2K kilobytes per second. It is kind of fluctuating though. Crap. Oh. I did a stream test and everything before I started, and internet seems okay, but I can tell that it is kind of fluctuating a little bit. It's going from like 1,800 kilobytes per second to like 2,600 kilobytes per second. It's set to like 2,500. Yeah. Hi Flippo. Tasty stream. Woohoo! Crude Castle says now it's smooth here. Oh. And someone has a really dark... Oh, it's Utso Bros. Yo, yo, yo. Teen Slapbud. Hi, Utso Bros, and welcome to the channel. Okay, Microlight says, yeah, it's okay now. Okay, so... Are we good? Am I dropping frames? Dropping like it's hot? Or is everything going as it should be? I really hope so. 4Games Dev says, hi man. Hello 4Games Dev, and welcome to the channel. 4Game Dev says now it's okay. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. That's good. It's supposed to be okay, but I don't know what was happening. And Flippo agrees. He says, yeah, now it seems fine. Thank you very much. So, I originally started this project. Let me mute the audio while I just like show it off and try to multitask. Utsubro says, you are so hot. Yes, I'm so hot and I'm dropping frames, or I was. And Flippo says, how are you doing, Tasty? I am doing great. I'm a little bit nervous. It's been ages since I've been on stream. It's been like 6 months, but I super appreciate all of you people showing up, because this is like a roadkill stream. You know what it's like. It's been ages since I streamed and I can't remember how to do anything, and I'm also trying to build a game at the same time here on stream. But as I was saying, I started development on this like 2 weeks ago, I think it was, when Krasenstein had a game jam called Crash Jam. And I remade the game a couple of times during the game jam and ended up with something that was barely a game. Like, it could shoot, but that was it. So I've been working on it for the past few weeks and trying to turn it into more of a game. As you can see, you can switch between colors. And hello, Javasaurus! He is yelling, tasty! Welcome, Java. Good to have you. I hope you're good. Microlight says, yeah, how are you doing? And where is Bjorn? Hopefully Björn is streaming tomorrow. I really, really hope so. And the worst part is I'm at a company meeting tomorrow, so I can't even watch it, which kind of sucks. But I hope I can catch like the end of it. That would be great. So yeah, I haven't really designed the levels for this. As you can see, there's like some really, really slow parts where, you know, my weapons are kind of... They are really too strong for the amount of no enemies that we're seeing right now. But yeah, I've basically been working on trying to get this sort of switching mechanic to work, and I would like to do something where when you play, you deliberately try to soak up enemy bullets. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do with like that mechanic. And also I've found out that I feel that the level is too it really should have been vertical, to be honest, but I didn't make it vertical from the beginning, and that was a mistake on my part, and I don't really want to change it, and I also don't want to have it like a horizontal scrolling game. So I thought about making a system where if you like reach the end here, it'll teleport you to the opposite side, and that could be a solution for the width of the level, or the width of the game. And Flippo says, will this game have bosses? I hope so. I mean, that's the plan, because I really want to have a boss with some sort of movement pattern and some stuff that you need to shoot. Crude Castle says, what is the avatar doing on the screen, and why does he become a wolf and a dragon? That little thing here down at the corner, that is my... I guess it's my look at what I can do when I don't suck at programming things, so people can like see that I can also do art. Flippo says, it would be cool if you have a boss where you have to take care which color you need to damage it. Yeah, that's a really good idea. I like that. And yes, that would totally be possible. Like having a boss that has parts on his body that needs to be shot in a specific color or something, and they'll heal if you shoot it with the wrong one or something. Maybe. I don't know. Utsubro says, it would be cool if I could sub to you. I like to support your work. That is really nice of you. I don't have affiliate yet, so I can't have subs, but just being here is a way to support me. I mean, it's super awesome. It makes me happy to see that you guys want to hang out on a otherwise dreary Monday. It's been kind of rainy, snowing here in Denmark, at least where I'm at. So, it's really nice to see you guys. It's super awesome. Flippo says, oh yeah, even better. Yes, it would be. I mean, I really would like to see a boss where you kind of have to flip around between your colors and sort of be sure that you're in the right color to absorb stuff from him, but then you also need to switch to the other color in order to deal damage to certain parts of him. I think the first thing that I'm going to be working on today is going to be the thing where if you go to the far left side or the far right side, then you morph, or you like teleport to the other side. So I'm just gonna find my scripts here. I have a player movement script somewhere. There we go. Crude Castle says snow is the best. I should agree with you, but I really don't. I know Lady Graf loves snow. She's like, it's snowing outside, and I'm like, ugh. So what you're saying is it's going to be white everywhere. I'm going to have to squint when I walk, and trains are delayed, and my shoes get wet. Stupid snow. But, you know, my colleagues like it too. I'm just weird like that. Crude Castle says, how would you manage that if you have 5 bullets with such a wide spread on boss fights? That's a good question. I mean, I would try to position myself correctly, or take one section out at a time, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, as Flippo says, positioning, but we'll see. I don't know if the weapons are supposed to be the way they are. Crew Castle says, but if being punished by hitting a black block on the boss when in white mode, would that be bad or no? I mean, it really depends, if I understand what you're asking or saying. It really depends. I would probably do something where, like, let's say you have a boss, and the boss has different sections. Let's pretend that this is the boss. The pause menu is the boss right now, and he has a gun here that shoots white bullets out, and he has a gun here that shoots dark bullets out. And if you shoot this white bullet shooter with dark bullets, then it takes damage, but if you shoot it with whites, then it heals or something like that. So even if you shoot on this one, then you'll heal it, but it's not going to be a huge deal because you're focusing on this one at the moment. And maybe it's already at maxed health or something. Crazy Bananas! Hello, Crazy Bananas. Welcome to the channel. Good to see you. So yeah, I got a new mic and also using new software, so if my audio needs to be like up or down or something, please let me know. Or if it's cutting out or something. Right now it's should be okay. I'm hoping. I did a lot of tests, but you never know. Once you go live, it's like, oh, I hear you like dropped frames. Here, take 7 million dropped frames, but don't show in program. Only punish viewers. Utsubro says, let me just highlight your name to be sure. Yeah, it is Utsubros. Sorry. It's just because it's like I have a dark background in my chat window in this program, and it's like super blue, and I can't read it. Maybe a Putin boss, where he sends Trump attacking faces at you. That's kind of scary. It is very scary, and as much as I like the silliness of the idea, I really want to try to keep it like, you always need to, like, when you see your enemies, they need to be, they need to look like they are linked to either the dark or the light side. And here, like, you have the dark side being sort of black and pinkish, and the light side is whitish and bluish. See? Absorbing bullets like a boss. Or not. Oh yeah, I am. I have 5 health. Whoop whoop. I need to do something about this as well. I mean, I just kind of made it really fast. But health needs to be icons or something. Flippo says, or maybe the boss has layers. Like, if you can hit it anywhere, and if you destroy one color layer, then the next layer will appear with another color. I like it. That sounds pretty neat. Especially if you can see it visually, where the boss kind of looks one color, and then the more you shoot it, then it kind of cracks and sheds the skin, and it becomes something else. It could be like a snaky kind of boss that kind of sheds its skin and has a different color roll under it. Dr. Argus! Good to see you, and welcome to the channel. That is awesome. So many awesome people here today. That is unbelievable. Very amazing. Yeah, also I haven't quite decided. Like, I don't think I want this sort of linear power-up system. Like, I can show you right now. If I press O, I switch to the next power rank of weapons. If I press O again, the next and the next. I don't really like this. I think it becomes a bit too, in a way, predictable, where I would like maybe to have it where instead you get a power-up and it switches the play style for you. Like, it switches your weapon and it changes your play style. So you could have certain shots that are like 2 shots in front of you, or you could have one that shoots it out at a cross or something, like, you know, one up and down and left and right, and some with like a very forward angled spread, and maybe some with like sine wave movements or something like that. So rather than, you know, just constantly upgrading and it gets better than it was before, I would actually rather that the player picks whatever suits his playstyle. And some people might want the one with the heat-seeking missiles, and other people might want like the focus fire on one thing. But that I mean, it requires a lot of thought on the game, like the game design aspect of the levels as well. What about the coins? What are the thoughts about them to buy upgrades? Well, that was the initial thought, but I think upgrades is probably going to be a little bit out of my league for this one. My original thought was to finish it in January and start a new game in February. So this is not going to be like a super advanced game. My goal really is to have one level that is like an entertaining level. And then I can come back to it sometime later, but as it is now, I want to make some games where you have kind of like a vertical slice, and it's fun to play. Flippo says that way of picking up the right upgrade becomes challenge in itself. Yeah, I was thinking about having it so that the upgrade, you can shoot it and then it switches to the next one, and you can kind of toggle between what you get like that. So whenever there's an upgrade, you can shoot it once and it switches to a different weapon thing. But as I was saying, player movement. I wanted to make it so that when you reach the edge here, it'll teleport you to the opposite side of the edge. And I have some limiter, player limit position stuff here. And it's already kind of made for me, so in a way I could just say, like, if the player position X is larger than this, I'll put you on... I mean, I could actually just do this. Couldn't I? Is it really that easy? Yes, it is. Because sometimes... Okay, maybe I should test it before I say it's easy, but sometimes you just code stuff and you plan ahead. So let's see. Oh, well, what do you know? It works. That was kind of awesome. Sorry. I'm allowed to clap myself. That doesn't even make sense, but I'm allowed to pat my own shoulder because I wasn't 100% sure that I had the code prepared for this, but I did! So yeah, that was easy. I think we should spawn an effect, like make it go ploop or something. So, let's do that. Or do we want it in player movement? Yeah, let's put it here. Let's see. Let's make whoops, public game object teleport prefab. Actually, let's have an... No, let's not. We don't need an in and out. This will be fine. Crude Castle says, am I a noob developer if I only just heard the phrase vertical slice last week? I don't know. I mean, vertical cut, vertical slice. I think you could be a good game developer without knowing what that means. I mean, it's just a term. You know, I mean, I guess you know the idea behind it. So, no, I don't know. We're all noob developers. That's a... Ooh! What was that?
Hey there, just dropped in and thought why not be top donator, so here you go.
That was freaking awesome. Blade 64. Sorry, I can't even read numbers now. Let's just say Blade. Thank you so much, Blade. Blade says, hey there, I just dropped in and I thought, why not be top donator? So here you go. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was freaking awesome. Now you got to see the flaming sword and everything. And you're the top donator now. And I hope that my software updated that. It does. I can see you down there on the ticker. Awesome. Let's see if I can remember what I was talking about previously. Flippo says, even if it was now that you know it, you know for sure you're no longer a noob dev. Oh, that was for Crew Castle. I agree. Utsobro says, what's your favorite Just Dance number on YouTube? Guess who? Oh! So you are my colleague. my colleague Miguel. Awesome, good to have you here, bro. Crude Castle says, yay, now I'm the pro league. YOLO. Awesome. Okay, so I've made a variable for the teleport prefab, which I'm going to be using. Well, I'll use it, I guess, before and after the teleport. So let's instantiate it. Whoops. Instantiate, teleport. Instantiate means to like spawn it. Let's set it at transform.position, because that's basically where we are right before we teleport. And let's have the same rotation as the player. Yeah, that's fine. And then we can spawn another one here using kind of the same code, so that's fine. Let's go with that. Okay, so now I'm gonna need to do the same thing down here. And I should probably look into like putting that into my pooling system as well. I have an object pooling system for my bullets. Crude Castle says, when you pick up the coins, they start farting. This confuses me. Yeah. Blade says, well, that was a short visit. Gotta go again. Until next time. Next stream. Yes, maybe. That'll be a next stream. Don't worry. Lady Graph has been encouraging me, and you guys are encouraging me, so I'll definitely be streaming some more. Thank you so much for popping by. Cloudy Games says, you are alive! I am alive, Cloudy Games. You know I was alive. We talked a lot during the Crash Jam, but super awesome to see you here. Good to have you. Cloudy Games makes games. He's a young man from Belgium, I think. Makes a lot of really cool tiny games. Okay, so I've set up the effect. Let's go to the editor so I can put it in up here. Let's see, teleport prefab. Let's see, what can we put on that? I think for now I'm just gonna do a copy of this roll change one, but I'm going to call it teleport effect. And then I'll modify that. Let's put one here so I can see what it looks like. Let's change the color to white. And then it looks like this. That's not bad. Or is it? Let's try. I'm just gonna drag it back in here. You can also press the apply button, but I didn't. And let's go back on the player, and he needs it over here. Teleport effect. There we go. Oh, I forgot one thing. When it's done, I just want it to destroy itself. So like when the teleport effect is done, destroy. Let's see if it works. Javasaurus says, he sure is. I am. I sure am alive. Let's move over here and see if it works. It does, but it doesn't look good. So, how can we make it look good? And what is it that I guess I don't like that I kind of want a delay on it, like just a little bit. But I'm afraid that it'll like, I think it's gonna ruin the gameplay if I put a delay on it, but But I don't think it looks good if there's nothing. What do you guys think? Whoop. Pew pew pew. Oh, drinky water time. Excuse me. Oh, cool. Cloudy Game says, I found a way to do stuff on a Chromebook. I've seen in the email how to do it on my school, blah, 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 special account, blah, 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 blah. Nice. Oh, and you try to do some pixel arting? Cool. Feel free to link it if you want. Yeah, Cloudy Games, I agree. I think the animation is a bit slow as well. I guess we could... Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to... do, like, it needs to be big from the beginning. Size over lifetime. Let's change it to something like this and see. And actually, let's call it... Oops. Let me just save this prefab here. Let's have a teleport in and a teleport out. Oh crap, more people with blue names. Oh geez. Can't read it when you guys have blue names. I need to fix that in my program, but I can't. If I switch to white, it's like I can't see anything. Oh, it doesn't even fix the chat. That sucks. Oh, never mind then. Okay, let me get the chat. Utsubro says the double bubble is weird on both sides, or the ring, if you know what it... Yeah, I guess. Maybe we should just have it like on the end, like the receiving... And Duke1102, hello, and welcome to the channel. He says, Tasty Graph, have you seen the Unity 2018 beta? I have seen a features list of it, but I haven't switched to it. Not yet. But yeah, I saw the stealth preview video thing, and I may have needed to change my pants after that. That was like amazing. The graphics were phenomenal. Like anyone who says Unity has bad graphics deserves a throat punch from me. Because Unity really upped their game. Like in the last few years, they've made so many tools available that just makes the graphics amazing. Amazing. But I have not tried it myself. I have not. I'm currently using, what is this, 2017.3? And I think as soon as it goes out of beta, I'm probably going to switch to 2018. So let's try something. Let's skip the from real fast. Let's just comment these lines out so that it skips the from. And we only get a teleport on the landing destination, and maybe that looks better. Or maybe it should be the other way around. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's just that the ring is bad, but like the ring is just an effect, so it's not so much that. I guess it's more like the timing of it. Boom. Yeah, you can smash into the same color and not lose health, which is something that I kind of need to look at as well. I originally scripted it that way. Oh, here's a link from Cloudy Games. Ooh, he has a crate. It looks nice. I like the black outline. That makes it look a little bit more cartoony. I like that. Cool. Thanks for showing. Oh, now my chat disappeared. There it is. Duke says, even Unreal 4 can have bad graphics if a bad developer does stuff with it. Exactly. But that's the thing. Like, I've seen so many people who are basically trashing an engine because of the stuff that they've seen from it, which is fair enough, you know? Yeah. But in general, I don't want to be a part of the whole "this engine is bad" discussion, you know? People just need to, like, grow up, you know? There are so many engines, everyone uses whatever works for them. I'm afraid if I do it the other way around, like with a from effect and not a destination effect, then I'm afraid it's gonna maybe draw the attention away from where you landed. We can give it a try though. I'm just gonna, like, at this point I'm willing, you know, you just want to try everything out visually and see what works for you. And if you guys have any opinions on it, feel free to let me know. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's like, it doesn't really matter, I guess, because you're not... I almost want to have like a trail across the screen to kind of indicate that it flew over there, but I don't know how to really portray that without it looking bad. Shooting all these ugly skills. Duke says, personally, I use Pixel Edit for pixel stuff, but I haven't really done much game development stuff in the last few months. My work keeps shifting my focus onto web development, database stuff, and mobile app development. Oh. Yeah, I don't... My work is like... I work with kids at a school. I work as a teacher and a care worker, so... It's a completely different ballgame for me, so as soon as I get off work, I try to, like, train programming as much as I can, and graphics design as well. Duke says, Unity makes it easier for newbie hobby developers to get into game making, since it's a lot easier to start out with compared to Unreal 4. Oh, I see. I've never... I mean, I tried Unreal 4 once, but that was like 3-4 years ago, I think. Well, not Unreal 4, but Unreal Engine. And I was used to Unity, so I didn't really enjoy it. So, I didn't... To be honest, I didn't give it a chance. I did not give it a chance. Let's see, what am I using currently for the teleport? What do we call it? Teleport effect in. Let's get rid of the out one, because that's not going to happen. And then let's see if we can change the in to something that works better for our purposes. Like, it is way too slow. But I'm afraid, like, if I turn it down to something faster, then yeah, I had a feeling. Why are we not even seeing it now? Unity, why are you doing this? Let's see, what does my mission look like? Let's set it to 1 and add something manually. We'll try to have like a cascading flow of them. Duke says, so that's why there's so many shitty games out there with Unity. People tend to be lazy and not research further for good games using Unity. Yeah, I'm not sure people necessarily are lazy. It's just that you don't have to release your first game, or your 5th, or your 10th. I mean, some people do and some people don't. And we're seeing a lot of stuff on Steam where like people are basically putting up whatever it is that they do and they're proud of it, etc. I don't think necessarily the responsibility should have been on the developers. I think the responsibility should have been on Steam. Like, why would you want to try to sell something that you can obviously see is not like a real game, or it's just an asset flip or something like that? But you know, it's just one of these things where I wouldn't really fault the Unity developers, like the ones who are making games with Unity, because People are proud of whatever they make. Most people. I mean, I'm like, this does not look like I want it to, and then I'm all like, I need to redo it. Which is not a good thing either. Hello, Legend Studio! Welcome to the channel. Good to see you. How are you? Good, I hope. Xiao Liang. What does it say? Sorry. Xiao Liango says Unreal 4 no good for indie game dev. Oh, I don't know about that. I never used it, so... Well, I didn't actually figure out how to use it. Seems like a good program, and I've seen some people do 2D in it, but it seems very, very much geared towards 3D. Loser says, I just stumbled upon your stream after I just bought the Learn to Code by Making Games Complete C# Unity Developer from Udemy. I'll be excited. I'll be starting tomorrow, so excited. Hello losers, and welcome to the channel. Feel free to ask any questions if you have questions. You are also more than welcome to join my Discord. Let's see if I can get the bot to... I could, it works. You're more than welcome to join my Discord. We have some really, really competent people that make me look like a complete beginner. And also, the Learn to Code by Making Games Complete C# Unity Developer thingy course. Is that the one by Ben Tristram? A British guy who is kind of light on hair at the top? If that's the one, then you are in for a treat, because he makes really good courses. They're very, very long, they're very, very thorough, and the man knows what he's talking about. He's very, very talented at teaching. And Legend Studios says, I'm well, thank you. How are you? I'm great. I'm great. I haven't streamed for ages, and I thought I want to stream today, and I want to do that some more in my life. Lady Graph has been encouraging me a lot, so yeah, I'm feeling really great. I'm seeing a ton of you awesome people here, so I'm really, really surprised and overwhelmed and very happy that you guys are here. So thank you. No, I'm not crying. I'm just scratching the side of my giant nose. Duke says, I'm a software developer for a living, mostly web development. Right now I'm doing an internship at a small company with their field in e-commerce. I might get a job there later this year after I pass my professional exam. Awesome! That sounds great. But yeah, I know what it's like when sometimes job kind of interferes with your hobbies, and Duke wants to make games as a hobby. Crude Castle says,
Is that Lady Graf standing in the background? She's really good at standing still.
That's how trolling sounds. Yes, well, it belongs to Lady Graf. Thank you so much for the follow. Loser is one of us. Thank you. Dr. Hargis says, we're here because you're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm here because you guys are awesome. Loser says, oh hey, you have Final Fantasy IV listed as a game you stream? I do? Oh yeah, I used to play and I used to stream it, but I don't anymore. I should update that, but I'm pretty sure I'm listed as like creative right now, aren't I? But yeah, this thing in the background is it's a mannequin from the World of Warcraft release thing. It's a night elf from like 2004 when WoW came out. Whoa! Thank you so much for that follow, Liango. Much appreciated. Another one joins and picks up the sword. Soon we shall have an army. Duke says, I'm not totally sure if I want to accept the job if I get an offer. Reason is that the internal organization and structures are not that much to my liking. I feel like they're quite a bit behind in time in some points, but it'll depend on what money and terms I get offered, I guess. Yeah, I mean, never say never, and always keep a door open, so I hope for the best. Cracker Vandy says, is this the real Mr. Graf? It is indeed, Cracker Vandy. Is this the real Vandy Jikstiff? Or whatever your Jekstiff? I just realized how bad your name sounds when someone tries to say it and they can't say it. Sorry. I know now why you're Cracker Vandy. How are you, dude? Oh. Luzu says, it's actually Luzu. You make it sound like loser. I'm sorry. I thought that was what we were going for. Like, you put an R at the end, so I was like, do you really want to be a loser? But you are Luzu from now on. And I apologize. Crude Castle says, yeah, you're creative right now. Good. Duke says, I actually got a lot of interested in mobile app development lately. I might focus more on that in the future. Yeah, and the market is huge. I love playing games on my phone. I play like kind of an MMO called Summoner's War. And I've been playing it for like 3 years now. Vandy says, yeah, that's why. Well, that makes sense. Okay, so to all of you... Wow, that looks bad. Oh, it's because I've said it wrong. Let's do this. And this. And then 1, 1, maybe 2. And let's see, start lifetime. Start size. Let's change the size to a curve and have the size drop over time like this. Still bad. Why is it so glowy? There's only like 2. That's not good. We don't like that. Too glowy. Let's try to set it up to this and then only have 1 on this one. Duke says, just use text-to-speech and let it pronounce usernames for you. Yeah, that would be great. I actually changed the text-to-speech on donations and bits to like a Danish voice. Because I figured like it would be fun, but I think I'm going to have to change it back because she sounds horrible when she's reading out the donations. She's like, hey there, just dropped in and thought why not be the top donator. So here you go. And it's just not good, so I'm gonna have to change it later. Utsubro says we need to put a new headset on that face. That Sony Walkman headset does not fit well on your pretty face or head. Let's see. I forgot what it is. I'll have you know, good sir, it's a Philips headset, and I probably got it like 25 years ago. Don't mock the Philips. Yeah, it's actually a really crappy headset. Crude Castle says, Danglish. Only Danes will get it, though. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought, and that's why I'm gonna need to change it. So how does this particle look? It looks bad. You know what? Let's see if we can find a different texture instead. We've got others. Maybe a star instead of the circle. Or this, or that, or something else. Let's try... Let's try this. I guess it's fine with just 1. So delete. Yeah. I think that this is probably a little bit better. And then if we go into code and we say it's going to be left behind, then that should probably be it. I just applied, didn't I? Yes, I did. Doing it again. Crew Castle says, here is me doing my very best at making Construct 2 having realistic lights in it. I like how it turned out so far. Awesome! More screenshots. Yeah, if any of you guys are working on anything that you want to show off, feel free to link it, and I'll try to show it on stream unless it's like super unsafe. See? This is Crude Castle's game. It's called Steam Squad, I think. It was also a game that started on the same jam that I started my game on. You've got these characters that can move around, and they have these reverse cones of light. I'm not sure. I mean, is it intentional that it starts wide here and then turns small there? Because if it's light, it should start small here and then move out like this. Is there a particular reason for this? But it looks super awesome. Like, it's a 2D game made in Construct, which is a pretty cool engine. Duke says, fun fact, if you start a route navigation in Google Maps and then change your phone's language in the midst of the text, then the text to speech will start to sound funny. Doesn't it always sound funny? It's like, that's usually how I hear the text to speech stuff. But yeah, as I was saying, if any of you guys have stuff that you want to show off, by all means, feel free to like link it or show it, and we'll have a look. We have a lot of Danes in the chat today, I can see. Utzabro says, this is the year 1992 and I'm watching Trollspeiler, which was like a... Whoa, I'm dying. It was a program where he showed off or showcased games and animations and stuff like that. A nerdy program that I used to love to watch. Oh, did it work? Ah, I died. Because I am noob, I died. Let's try again. It's not going to be called Games for Men versus Castles or whatever. Men versus Towers. That was like a work in progress title for a game that looked entirely different than this. Let's see. I like that. What do you guys think? Woot, 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 woot. That's kind of fast, and it's there without really looking like it's not really stealing attention or anything. Teleport, teleport, teleport. Pew, 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 pew. I think it's a little bit better. Yep. Utsabro agrees with me. I need a fix for you guys' super blue names, because, like, let me just real quick show you what it looks like to me. Maybe it's my screen or something, but... Yep, I totally agree with you, Duke. Duke says it needs some subtle sound effects. I absolutely agree. Like a little... or something like that. Here, let me show you guys what it looks like to me when I'm trying to read your names. Also, I'm just gonna move the monitor a little bit because I'm getting old. Turning 40 this year. It's just weird though that like Twitch allows these super saturated colors that haven't been properly tested with both dark and light mode, because I always use the chat with dark mode. I prefer when it's not blasting my ancient eyes. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, Legend Studio says it's the dark chat theme. I agree, but my eyes aren't good with like the white super bright stuff. He says, and works on a bullet hell game where we have like a gajillion enemies shooting everywhere. So, a sound effect. Let's see if I have any in my... Ooh, there's a lot here. It might be loud. I apologize if it's loud. It's not that bad. I hope. Explosion, short, foof. That's not... I guess it's a foof. Yeah, we can't do it with the explosions. Weak foof. I think I might have one up here. This one. Yeah. This one sounds kind of... ish. Let's go with that. So... let's go to the movement script and add a sound effect. Yeah, let's do that. Public audio clip, teleport, sound. And I'm gonna need to hook up my audio manager. It should be on my player though. My player movement is here, and I have an audio handler, so we're good to go. Let's do this. So I'm basically just grabbing the audio handler component off of itself, so to speak, because I know that this script is on the same game object that also holds my audio handler, so I can do it like this and grab it. And let's do the audio here. So audio handler dot play sound effects. That's the audio handler has a method called play sound effect that I've made that does that stuff for us. So teleport sound, and let's do the same here, and let's test if it works after I've put the audio that I need in here. There we go. Crew Castle says it's called Steam Squad. It's actually my main project. I have just used the picture in the jam, and no real reason for that so far. The thin light cone. I'm just trying to mimic flashlights in the dark. Oh, yes, Duke! 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 The color is amazing now. It's green, it's readable, it's love. Your color is making love to my eyes now. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know you're a crappy streamer when you're kind of asking people to change names so that you can read it. It's like, sorry guys, I'm old and half blind. Please change your name for me. Won't you? Won't you be a good lad and change your name for me? It's like that old guy from Family Guy. Sweet, you changed your name for me. Blech. He's like the creepiest cartoon character. So, let's test it. Let's talk about something less politically incorrect. Let's see if it works. Oh, I muted the audio. Pew, pew. It works, but I don't like the sound. I mean, I kind of like the sound, but I don't think it doesn't really... I don't know. I guess, but then, you know what? Let's change the sound for when you absorb a bullet. I have that in my collision. It's down here. When I get hit by a bullet, we have subtle foof. Coin rattle. That's not gonna work.
Power up. Power up.
Yeah, I don't have a good sound for that, so You know what? Let's put that into stuff that I need to do. Get a sound effect for absorb bullet. Yeah, there we go. So that's on the to-do list. And I did this, so let's put a sticker on it. Whoops. Or just throw it back for some reason. There we go. Crude Castle says, what's the door for in the overlay? It's not there all the time. Is there a door in my overlay? Do you mean like in one of the images? Oh, that is probably the thing that gives you points or currencies or something. Xiaoliango says, how to make scroll map with two same background. I'm basically right now I actually have two background images. Let me put that one here. And actually let me put it here instead. I have one at the top and one at the bottom, and they have a script on them that is very, very simple. The script basically, when it starts, it gets a variable from the game manager. The game manager has a speed variable, and it tells it this is like the speed that we want the game to run at. And I just move it down the screen. By transform translate, I tell it to move downwards. I multiply that by the time it took to do the last frame, like how much time has passed since last frame. And I multiply that again by the speed, and that becomes some sort of number in the downwards direction. And if destroy at the bottom is ticked on and transform position blah 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 is less than something, then it destroys it. So that's how I'm scrolling. And then I have some objects that I've placed on my map, and as soon as they come within the screen, they go to a specific point and they do stuff. So it's a combination of different things. Crude Castle says it's above your stream ticker, but it only sometimes happens. Yeah, that thing is basically the it's like the thing where you get extra currency for the stream and you can use it to redeem stuff. I haven't really worked on it yet and done stuff with it, but you can get some sort of points through that. I'll check it after the stream. I need to get something to drink. But yeah, occasionally there's going to be like a little door on your screen, and if you click it, it gives you extra points. And these points can then be redeemed for things. One of the things I would like to get back is being able to have me draw a custom avatar for you. I've done some I've made one for Krasenstein, I've made one for Crazy Bananas, and Meow Meow has bought one as well. So it's basically just a point system where I'll do stuff for people, and maybe like if you have 1 bajillion points, you get to name a character in my game, and I of course reserve the right to say no, that is a horrible name, you cannot name the boss of my game Sir Poopy Pants. But yeah, Crude Castle, it's an extension thingy. Something. I didn't even remember I had it on. So yeah, one of the things I would like to focus on during the next few days is building some kind of flow here with the game, and maybe make... Actually, I would like to have a screen wiping power-up of some sort. I would like to have a power-up where you press the button and it blows stuff up. Because it kind of feels nice to have something where you can do that. And also, I would like to go in here on the player collision and have a look at this stuff where we hit enemies of the same type, because as it is right now, if we hit, and let's see, if we hit an enemy and the enemy is the same roll as us, then we're not taking any damage, and that kind of leads to a little bit of ramming, so I think we'll not do that anymore. So I'm just gonna uncomment it again, so that if you're dark and you hit a dark enemy, then you still lose life. Oh, gain health. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Player health. Take damage. Let's take 1 damage. Copy that one because I'm gonna need it. Down here as well. Originally I had it so that if you flew into enemies that were the same color as you, you could absorb them and gain health. Duke says, but Sir Poopy Pants is a great boss name. Yeah, it is a great boss name, just I guess not for this game. Like, that wouldn't work. See you tomorrow, Utsu Bros, and thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. You have a good night, and I'll see you at work tomorrow. That was my colleague. He's here to check up on me. No, he's just here to support me because he's awesome. So, now you take damage if you bump into the enemies, and I would like for that to be happening. Oh, Duke says, oh, I found an old game project from April 2014. Show us some GIFs or something. Awesome, yeah. He says, I'll link some screenshots in a minute. Good, 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 good. I want to see. Is the chat box readable on the stream? Let's see. Oh, it is. Cool, good. I just needed to make sure. It's like, everything is new to me today. So yeah. I've made some code for a couple of different enemies as well, so I think we're going to be putting some of those in. And I noticed a bug with the light diggers. They are shooting downwards. So, the weapon script here, I want him to target the player. There we go. Attack delay 2 seconds. That's probably... it's kind of boring. And actually, I'm gonna extend this a little bit, because I would like it to be so that some enemies will do like a stream of shots towards the player, maybe like 5 shots, so it's like... maybe that was 5, maybe it was less. And then after it's done that, I want it to have like a break, and then it could shoot again. So, let's start by doing a new variable here. We have shooting activated. Let's do a public bool has pause between shots equals to, let's say false. So all of the mobs has it on, like they don't have it by default. And then a public float for the amount of time to pause. Pause duration, and let's set it to like, let's set it to 1 second by default. So how do I want to do that? How am I even shooting? If shooting is activated, then it'll shoot if the time elapsed is there. So I'm going to need a variable for, I guess, the amount of shots I want him to shoot between pauses. So something like public int amount of shots per, what is it called? Is it called a salvo? Per something? I can change it later. Let's go with salvo. I don't even know if that's a word. I'll change it if it's not a word. And let's go with, let's say you'll shoot 6 shots. Good. So, I'm gonna need a private int as well. Private int current shot in salvo equals to 0. Whoops, not an F because it's not a float. And if shooting is activated, if the elapsed time and we shoot. So I'm gonna need to say, I need to write this down so that I kind of know what it is that I'm going to do. Basically, I want it to only shoot if current shot, well actually it needs to check if it even does this, has the pause thing, so if we can shoot, then let's fire a shot and reset the time. We're not going to reset the time unless we actually do fire the shot. So, if has pause between shots, actually if it doesn't have, I might need to redo this thing. Because I wanted to yeah. Okay, so if it has a pause between shots and current shot and salvo is less than amount of shots per salvo, whoops, then we can shoot. Else, if not has pause between shots, then we can also shoot. But only if we're not paused. Flippo says, "Yo, I'm back, Queh." With a Q. Welcome back, Flippo. Good to see you. I have a feeling I could probably do this in a simpler way. Question is if I should can you see I'm like thinking really hard and my brain is being racked at the moment. I have a feeling, well actually I do need the pause duration thing. But the question is, can I reuse the elapsed time with the pause duration? No, I probably, well, I don't know how to, so I'm not going to do that. Let's make a new one and call it private float elapsed pause time 0f, and then if has or actually do it. I don't need to do an if, we'll just elapse it anyway. Elapsed pause time plus equals to time to delta time. So what are you guys up to? I know that Duke is looking for some screenshots from an old game. I know Flippo is... You were doing some art. I saw something... I seem to remember you doing some art. Or am I wrong? Okay, so my elapsed pause time keeps going up if shooting is activated. So all of this doesn't even happen if the mob can't shoot or isn't supposed to be shooting at the time. If you can shoot, then check if has pause between shots is enabled and the current amount of shots that we have right now is less than the amount of shots per salvo, then elapsed time is equal to 0. And let's set the pause time as well. Elapsed pause time, let's set that one to 0 as well. Instantiate a bullet, and current shots in salvo is increased by 1. So let's, like next time I get to here, I'm ready to shoot. I still have this one turned on, but now this current shots in salvo is larger than the amount of shots allowed. So I'm going to skip this, I'll go down. Ooh. Actually, I'm not. Let's put this one down here. So, now one of these things is not true. So that'll be else if has pause between shots is still true. And current shots in salvo equals to amount of shots per salvo. Then I think I'm overcomplicating things right now. It feels to me like I'm overcomplicating things. Flippo says, I'm currently making some things for my 3D engine. Nice. Feel free to show if you have like screenshots to show or anything. And Duke says, okay, the GIF I made is 300 megabytes large. Hold on. Yikes. Yeah. That seems a bit excessive. Flippo says, I'll work on my overlay after I'm done and discuss stuff with my team for the Global Game Jam. Nice! That's awesome that you're going to the Global Game Jam or participating in it. Sounds cool. Tell me more. I'm confusing myself here. So, has pause between shots is enabled and we are currently shooting and if pause blah 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 and this is equal to the amount over there, then I basically want to begin the pause. How do I begin the pause? I mean, technically I just check if the elapsed pause time is larger than the pause duration, and then, you know, pause is done. So if elapsed pause time is larger than or equal to pause duration, then I should be able to shoot. Oh wait, no, not be able to shoot. I should just set the current shots in salvo to 0. Because now it's like I'll put it down to 0 again and it'll start shooting, and the elapsed time was set to 0 here last time, so I could put that in here as well. Like that. And then just remove the, whoops, remove the erase. Take that one up here. Like that. Whoop. There we go. Flippo says, I can show something once I get my orbiting camera working. Yes, please do. I would like to see it. And I'm sure other people probably would too. I'm sure and probably. It would be awesome. If there's no pause, then just shoot. Yeah. So I guess I implemented it. Let's try. Let's make the diggers, or maybe I guess I probably, oh no, they don't have pause, so that's good. Let's do this, the light digger. He has pause between his shots. His pause is, let's say his pause is 1.5 seconds. He does, let's say 30 shots, and the delay between his shots is 0.25 seconds. So I'm probably not even going to be able to see it when he starts shooting. Oh, that wasn't a light one. Here's a light one. So pew 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 pew. That's no good. I want more. Let's say 0.1, 30 shots, and let's go with a 2-second break. And he, what kind of bullets does he shoot? Oh, these ones. Enemy bullet. Starting speed 5. Let's set it to. Wait, do I even set that? Bullet controller. Enemy weapon. Enemy movement speed gets added to the bullet starting speed. So, okay, so I need to set it on the bullet. I'll check chat in a moment. Sorry, I'm just gonna finish this one up with the bullets real fast. And that was in my enemies, enemy bullet, starting speed 5. Let's set it to 3 or something, or 2. It needs to be dodgeable. 2.5. Just gonna test real quick. Have a look. Muting audio. There's gonna be a light one here, and there we go. And then 1.5 seconds, and then he starts to shoot again. Yay! Well, that was easy. Kind of. Ugh. And I kind of like the speed of these bullets. Like, they're a little bit slower, a little bit easier to dodge. So yeah, that's good. That works. Good, good, good. Oh! Crude Castle says, sorry, let me just start with the chat. Duke has a picture, which I'm going to look at in a moment, and he says, I used a UFPS asset for the player controller and the graphics for some roguelike game. Awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'll take a look in a second. And Crude Castle says, Tasty, it was nice catching your stream, and I hope you get to do it a bit more regular again. Thank you, I really hope so too. I'm gonna lurk until you go off. Also tell Lady Graph that her skills at standing still are legendary. I'll be sure to let her know. Super Jesse says, hey Tasty, how are you doing? I'm doing awesome. I'm really enjoying streaming, and I don't know why I haven't been doing it for so long, which is stupid. I haven't streamed for like 6 months, but it's great to be doing it again, and I'm enjoying it. It was good fun, and I'm getting stuff done on my game, and I'm seeing other people's projects. How are you doing, Jesse? Zoot says, it's a Dane! It is a Dane. How are you doing, Mr. Sweden? How are you doing, Zoot? And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to check out Duke's GIF. Oh, it opened up immediately. Is it animated? Do I need to press it? Can I play it? What is it? I love, like, I think I've actually seen these roguelike graphics before. So it's basically, let me get this straight. Oh, it's not a GIF, it's a PNG. Oh, it's because I can't read. He says, a GIF is uploading as we speak. Awesome, looking forward to seeing it. So it's like, is this a roguelike, like a roguelike shooter kind of game or something? Or a hackin' slashy stabby? I like the feel. It's kind of like, reminds me of old games that I used to play in the 90s, which is a good thing for someone like me. Let me move the Trello back over here because I don't want stuff opening. I could get in trouble for that. Zoot says, I'm all good. How are you, Mr. Graph? I'm good. Good. Super Jesse says, I'm actually doing pretty good myself. I started on a simple new game on Saturday, and this is my progress so far. See, what's going to happen now is I'm going to open a GIF, and you guys will see the King of Juice, which is Jesse, and you'll see a shooter game that looks freaking awesome, I think. Let me open it and have a look and see that I'm correct. See? I love the juiciness. Like, it shoots, and the bullets look cool, and there's a muzzle flash, and good explosions when you die and stuff. Looks great. I love it. I love it. And a lot of nice progress for, like, only 2 days or something. So, nice going. Nice. Duke says, it's like a hack and slash. I eventually want to come back to that project and rebuild it from scratch. Nice. Well, let us know how progress comes along. And I know that, you know, work in real life can take a lot of time from you, but really just try to see if you can make some time for it. Because, I mean, it's not going to make itself. So, I vote that Duke needs to work more on his game, even though he has a busy life. Anyone who's with me says, yay! You're welcome, Super Jesse. I mean, I love the art style that you have going for you, and it has evolved a lot in like the past 6 months or so. So definitely keep it up. It's a cool looking game that you're working on, even though we're not really seeing the game. Oh, Super Jesse is with me. He says, yay. I could probably find some tool in here that could do like a poll, but we'll just go with yay. Oh, the bot says I need to drink my water, so I'll do it again. Devin Breimer says, hello, my tastiest of graph, friendo. Hello, Devin Breimer. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing today? So, this new code that we just added, like, that really makes me want to just go crazy and have some of the mobs go crazy with the bullets, because I like this. Like, this is what bullet hell is all about. You know, try to I mean, I could technically just do like this and I'll be all like but you know, being able to kind of slip in between the well, that was not exactly slipping in between the bullets, but you know what I mean. That's kind of the feeling that I want to go for. And it's going to require a lot of work from me in terms of like designing my mobs. Obviously, you don't want this many mobs on screen shooting those crazy kinds of trails. But yeah. Duke says, I might try to join the Ludum Dare in April if I can find time and energy for it. Could be hard, since on 25th of April I have my exam. Yeah, I don't know, like, the Ludum Dare is a weekend, right? I really hope that you'll be able to join. I'd like to join it when that time comes. Devin says, I'm doing well, glad to see you're up and streaming. Yes. Lady Graf has been encouraging me to stream again a lot, and Bjorn has been doing it as well, and a lot of you guys that are in here have been like, when are you streaming, when are you streaming? And I've been kind of putting it off. I felt that work was too much and stuff, and I've reached a point now where I feel like I need to do at least a couple of hours of streaming at least 2 times a day. Sorry, not a day. 2 times a week, because it's a great way for me to kind of get in touch with you guys, and you know, you can come here and show me what you're working on while I'm working, because I have a tendency to join a bunch of streams and then I sit there and I work, but I also get distracted. And if I'm streaming, there's like, I don't know, it feels like I'm a bit more interactive. Like, instead of just spamming someone's chat and I'm all like, it's a lot more, I guess, me. So yeah. Duke says, I might aim for the jam since it's more relaxed in 3 days and you can use existing assets for it. Yeah. Devin says, I wish I could do that Ludum Dare, but player number 4 will be born around then, so not likely going to be able to. Oh, congratulations. I'm assuming that that means that you are having your 4th child? Or is it like, or is it that your 2nd child, and then you're player number 1 or 2, and your other half is player whatever, 2 or 1? Duke says, here, the promised gift. Let's check it out. Nice. Can we can do this. And then I have a deblur. Did that work? That probably didn't work. Why does my deblur not work on GIFs? Oh, I guess it's because it's not really a picture that is showing. Click, 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 click. It works on like images, but I guess not on GIFs. Okay, I'll focus. I love that sort of, I mean, some people would say Minecraft feel, but I'm really used to, like, I'm used to seeing games from the 90s, like one of the, I think it was called Ultima Underworld, that kind of gave me this feeling, you know, with, it had a little bit more levels on the floor, but I really like this sort of game style. What does he say? Let me try to read it next time. He looks like a vampire, that guy that you talked to earlier. Let's see if I can... Where is he? You can destroy crates by... Did you expect me to read that? Now you're just teasing, Duke. You are teasing. I couldn't read it. I'm assuming that all of the graphics are placeholders at the moment. I'm assuming that. If not, then I would say the blood, like the little thing that lands when he dies, that thing there. That feels like it's not the same style as all the other things, but like I said, I'm assuming it's placeholders, so who cares? But yeah, nice. Looking forward to seeing you put more time into this, definitely. Oh, Devin says 2nd child. Okay, cool. So you and your other half are player 1 and 2. Congratulations. Well, it's a little early to say that, but in case I forget, then at least I said it and I meant it. Flippo says, still needs some tweaks, but I think it's going to be pretty good considering I had to make the transform matrix myself. Let's have a look. What am I looking at? I'm looking at a ball that spins around. Nice. So, I mean, I'm only used to working with Unity. Is this made in something else where, like, did you make this, you know, in something crazy? And I do mean crazy, with the utmost respect when I say C++ or C. Yeah, Duke says he didn't expect me to be able to read it. But I want to read it. It's text, and the vampire was saying it, so I want to read it. Well, as I said, it's old. It's from 2014. Yeah. I have an unfinished game from 2014. Actually, I have a lot of unfinished stuff from 2014. I just zoned away for a second. I was like, ugh, it's been ages. Ages. So, what was I doing? I was making... I want the other diggers. Let's see, where are they at? The dark diggers. I want those to be crazy with the shooting as well. It has a pause between shooting. Let's give you 30 of these and a 0.1 shooting delay. Amount of shots that fits. Pause. Actually, let's try something else. Let's go with 10 bullets and a delay of... Let's just go with 1 second and see what that looks like. And let's do the same on this guy. So 1, 10, 0.1. Because I think that would probably give you a little more leeway, like in terms of trying to get away from the shots. Flippo says, nope, this is made all starting with an empty Visual Studio project using C++ and OpenGL. Oh, nice. Yeah, so like in Unity that would, you know, it would take me 5 minutes or something to do something like that, but I have no idea how to do it from scratch, which is why it's like, it's a super impressive feat. So nice job, Flippo, and kudos to you for wanting to do that, you know, to make it, you know, from scratch like that. That's super impressive. I couldn't do it. Well, I mean, I probably could, but I wouldn't, because I'm kind of lazy. I really want to focus more on game design rather than, you know, the actual development process, if that makes sense. Devin says, my current project is a mobile game that will incorporate a web app game server, semi-real-time, for matchmaking / stats leaderboards. It's something that I really need to learn and to add to my portfolio. So, the web app game server, is that like something, you know, where you have a database of some sort with an SQL and then stuff is stored in the SQL and you get the information from there, or is that, am I misunderstanding? Duke says, well, you can always play it yourself at some point and there's a link to a download. Cool. Let me just save that one. How big is the download, by the way? Because if you want, you can post it on my Discord, and I'll check it out there. You're more than welcome to do that, or send it to me in a private message if you'd like. Duke says C++. That's so made for babies. Real coders use pure assembler or punch cards. Oh yeah, and he says from scratch it requires you to grasp some mathematics. Yeah. And it also just requires you to want to spend time on that particular aspect of game development, whereas it's just a part of it that doesn't really interest me. Like, for instance, let's say I was going to make an adventure game, like a JRPG. Honestly, I would not make it in Unity. I would spend the money and buy Game Maker. Sorry, not Game Maker. Like, I would buy RPG Maker and make an RPG in that. If I wanted to make a game that, you know, that engine or system could make. And that's just the kind of way that I am. Like I don't want to build things like from scratch. I like to have my hand held so that I can focus on the design, because I'm really not that much of a programmer. Oh, Flippo says he doesn't have a choice. He has to do it for school. Oh, I see. What sort of, like, what kind of school or education are you working on, Flippo? And Duke says, what are you using for the mobile game? LibGX? Devin says, about the game server, I'll have a database and an API for requests of stats and leaderboard and a semi-real-time matchmaking service. Okay, cool. Cool. And Unity in 2D. Cool. Oh, I was gonna test. Like, I'll be overwhelmed by mobs now. Or not mobs, but bullets. The hit point for the player is basically... Not basically. The hit point for the player is... Whoops. I just got wrecked! I just ate like 7 bullets or something. It's this little thing here. Ring, ring. Don't worry, I can eat your bullets. I don't care. Whoa, crap. People are gonna hate this game, probably. I mean, they're gonna hate the fact that there's gonna be bullets everywhere, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna die. Yeah. Wrecked. Obviously, the maps are not gonna look like this, because one of the, like, I guess one of the joys of these types of games is that there's a pattern, and that's what I need to do when I make the game, or when I make the level. Duke says he posted the download in the Discord. Awesome, thanks. I'll definitely check it out later. For security reasons and for my sanity, I can't check, like, actually download and play things on stream. Flippo says, I'm now in my second year, for the second time, cryface, of a game engineering study at a University of Applied Sciences in the Netherlands. Oh, Flippo is Dutch. Duke says, Devin Brimer, you should check out GraphQL for API stuff, or at least read about it. It's a nice system for APIs. I don't know, I'm just nodding. Like, I don't even know why I nodded. I was like, I don't even know what we're talking about, but well, I kind of know what we're talking about, but... I like this. This is like, yeah, look at me, I'm totally flying through the bullets, and yeah, oh crap. Okay, now I'm dead. That was bad. Did I really get hit that much? But then again, it's not impossible, because you can always change. So let's see, like, if we have a bunch of these guys here, and there's like reds, and now I can fly through that, and you know, for instance, right now the only threats to me are the red bullets, and I just took 2 of them. Dope. And I can always right click or space to switch. And you have a fairly high degree of control for your player, which is what I really wanted. But I'm gonna need, I don't know, I should probably also have a thing where you can, like, just do the micro movements, because that's also one of the things with these types of games. Micro movement, where, you know, you're dodging bullets and you're kind of just, like, moving a little bit to get rid of, or to not get hit by them. And then earlier Crude Castle was complaining that it looked like every time you picked up a coin, it looked like it farted. And I'm actually really tempted to agree with him. So I think that's what we're going to be looking at in a moment. Why can't I shoot that one? That was really strange. One building that I couldn't shoot, I think it was this one, or yeah, it was definitely this one. It's just like all the others. Neutral, explodes, has health, it's not invulnerable. It's tagged as enemy, it's supposed to. Oh! Oh! Look! The actual building is here, but his collision is here. What the hell? How does it do that? Like, offset 0. Wait, why is that? And this should be at 0, 0. Oh, actually I know why that is. I probably grabbed this one and moved it without moving the actual tower. I hope I don't have more of those, because that would be bad. And these look fine. I guess I'll just have to look at it later. But at least I found it. Devin says, it looks like a nice system, but I'm aiming to learn construction of my own system/web app to host the API as a means to better my education and experience to sell myself to potential employers. Janosch says, who is this sexy face? It is the tastiest of graphs. Hello, Janosch. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Did you get some of your voice back, or like you're not sore throat anymore? You said something about practicing the accordion and the piano, and you said something about sore. I think it was a sore throat. So how are you doing? Z32Z says Unity just moves colliders sometimes. Hello and welcome to the channel, Z32Z. To be honest, I think it was probably me. I probably made a mistake there, because like if I click here, usually see, like now it selects the sprite, which is a sub-object of this. I wonder, is there a way to make it so that if you click a game object, it always selects the top? I think that there actually is something in Unity. Let me... one moment while I Google it. Is there a way to only select the top object, top game object, the parent game object in Unity? Because I'm pretty sure there is. How can I get a parent? I need to find it in the editor. Let's try that. Selecting objects in the editor always selects parents. How to force the selection of a parent when a child is selected and that's probably what I want. Let's see. Janos says, such tastiness! I'm doing great. Still practicing piano and my whole body was sore from dancing. Oh, I see. Are you gonna be making some games instead of focusing on your exams and real life stuff, Janosh? Duke says, alright, I'll head off for now. I'll watch the latest Star Trek Discovery episode now. And, babyface came up here. I'll watch the latest Star Trek Discovery episode now, and after that, probably Thor Ragnarok. Thank you so much for popping by, Duke. It was great, and thanks for showing off your project. Even though it was an old project from 2014, I still like to watch it, and I want to see you make some stuff on it. Thank you so much for popping by. It was awesome. I hope to see you again in the future. Duke says, have fun everyone, and Tastygraph, make sure to drink that tasty Danish water. I will. Thank you, thank you. Drinking. Okay, so it says, How do I force the selection of a parent when a child is selected in the editor? Let's say I have a parent object with a child attached. Inside the editor, the user selects the child object, and I want to force the editor to select its parent. How do I do that? Very old question, but I came upon it tonight when trying to remember the answer. The attribute may well have been added to the API after this question was asked. For all I know, but from any others that might happen by here, the functionality desired is the selection base attribute. Selection base, public class, blah, 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 blah. Oh. Okay, so this down here is probably not what I want, because this one got 9 upvotes, and the selection base attribute. Let's have a look at that. Selection base attribute. Add this attribute to a script class to mark its game object as a selection base object for scene view picking. In the scene, you're... Okay. I like that. Okay, so selection base. So basically, if I add that to... Let's see, what do we have here? Enemy health. Enemy health? Yeah, sure. Let's go to enemy health and add it there. Let's put it up here. Selection base. Let's press here. So basically anything in here with enemy health, which are the towers and the enemies. Now they should be selected when I click here. But they didn't. Why not? Can it be because the canvas is like, it's covering it? It's really annoying. What about this one? If I click here, well, that doesn't count because these already have it. Janos says, nah, no game making, but a new poem is brooding in the back of my head. Just don't make me read it, because as we've seen before, I'm really bad at reading poems. I try my best, but I just can't find the proper cadence. But nice! It's always good that you're being creative. Duke says, the best advantage of GraphQL over the rest is that you can request several different data with only one request to the API server. With the rest, you'd make a bunch of different requests to different API endpoints. Nice. Hey, wait, so Duke was about to leave, but then someone turned on geek mode on him, and now he can't leave. Oh. Oh, Super Jesse says you can temporarily disable the canvas in the top right by clicking on the layers and disabling the UI layers. Oh, that's a great suggestion. Layers. Oh, there we go. Can I just do this? Is that it? Is that enough? So, is it still in the game? Oh, it's still in the game. It's in the game. That's cool. I didn't know that. Thank you, Jesse. Super Jesse. Actually, I wanted to say super appreciate it, but I don't know. My brain farted for a second there. But yeah, that was cool. Nice. I kind of had heard about it, but I never really used it. And now I'm clicking it and nothing happens. There we go. Cool. So, let's try to go back to one of these towers here that are like there. What am I getting? I'm getting the right one. What if I... Let's see. Where was the culprit? This was the culprit. Oh. Am I dropping frames? Because it was kind of lagging. Yay! Yay! Okay, so I think the problem was that once you have a game object selected, and if you click on... I don't know. Well, it seems to work now. Cool. Well, that's good. I'm definitely going to be using that some more, the selection base thing. Do I even have health? I do. Enemy health. There we go. That's nice. I always love to learn new stuff. It's like... feel all warm and fuzzy when you learn new things. Jana says, I shall read it myself, and maybe even post it to the social medias. Yes, you totally should. And then I could make a tribute where I try to read your poem too and mess it up. You know you want that. You know you want that. So, I basically have a lot of empty space here because I haven't really bothered to draw it or make the levels for it, but I would like to do something about these the skulls. Let's just tweak those a little bit, like the skull here and this skull there. He has a shooter thingy, a weapon. Let's give him a pause. Let's say the pause duration is 2 seconds. Let's go with 0.1. Actually, let's do 3 shots. 4 shots. And then let's go with 1.5 second. 2 seconds. Let's try that. Let's see. Janai says, I kinda do. Aside from clicking on a game object, what are we working on? I'm working on it's a shoot 'em up. But the thing is that I was clicking these game objects and it was selecting a child object of this game object. So I figured out that if you put this selection base at the top of a script, then it'll select the object on which the script is. So I just had that implemented, which I'm happy about. We should probably commit because it's been a while. Added screen, added warping on the side of the screen, added selection base on enemy health. Whoops. Enemy health. What else did we do? I almost forgot. Oh yeah, I also did the roll swap effect. Let's put added here just to be consistent. Oh, I hope it doesn't lag now. It's gonna upload for a few seconds. Cannot submit change to server? What kind of... Why? Douchey program. Oh well, I'll have to look at it later. But yeah, the game looks like this, and I forgot, I made like the salvo kind of thing where, yeah, pew, 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 pew. See, this looks a lot better than like just one shot. This becomes a lot more bullet hellish. I could just switch to bright. Yay. Black. Okay, I'm actually really bad at this. I'm bad at my own game. But yeah, I'm liking. So far, I'm kind of happy with the way that they do this salvo thing, where they shoot out X amount of bullets, and then they have a pause for however long I've set it to. Pause. It kind of gives it a more dynamic and organic feel when it's like, and then the pauses. Hello, Games Plus James, friendo. How are you doing? Good to see you. James says, how's it going? And it's going great. I'm doing a little bit of a stream again, and I'm tweaking my game and adding new features to it. Thank you. James says, the game's looking good. Thank you, thank you. How are you doing? James is, he's a lot of things, actually. He's one of the handsomest Irishmen we have here on Twitch. He's also a streamer, and you'll have to forgive me, I forgot the command for like doing a shout out thing. Maybe it's shout out. Let's try. Shout out games. Games plus James. It might work, it might not. It didn't work. Yeah, I can't remember my bot commands. You'll have to excuse me. It's been 6 months since I streamed last time, but James is many things, and he's also a teacher. He has a really awesome YouTube channel and a huge community, and he sells courses on Udemy, and you learn stuff from his courses. So he is a gentleman and a scholar. I absolutely agree. Hello, Hef, and welcome to the channel. Good to see you, man. Super Jesse says, I'm gonna get going. It was fun to watch you stream again, and see you later. Thank you so much for popping by, Super Jesse. It was awesome to have you here. And thanks for showing off your shooter game, too. It was great. Janosh shouts, everybody follow Games Plus James. Yes, definitely. James says, cheers for the shout-out attempt and the handsomeness declaration. You're most welcome. Actually, not mostly. We had a Danish politician at some point who said mostly welcome to someone because roughly translated, you know, I guess what she thought it meant, or he thought it meant, was that mostly means like out, like the most form of most, but it doesn't. He meant well, but it just came off wrong. I think it was the same politician who also said, the poles are melting. And he accidentally said that it was very Syria when he wanted to say serious. You know, we're just not known for being great at English here in Denmark. Good bot. Yay! Thank you, Flippo. Flippo is best bot. Flippo says, follow this amazing person. He likes wrestling. Oh, I saw the video thing with like the 25-year anniversary for Raw, and that brought back a lot of memories for me. And I didn't even used to watch a lot of wrestling, but I just thought that it was so... There's just something awesome about the way they throw each other and they like jump from really crazy heights and do all these kinds of stunts and stuff. Janos says, it sounds like a mistake Germans might do as well. Germans don't make mistakes. Also, Germans don't have a sense of humor. I thought you knew that already. Germans don't joke. There's a commercial for, I don't know, some German car where there's a guy that says Germans don't joke. So many bullets! It makes me happy! Oh, the bullets! Oh, it's so awesome! And switch to light so that I don't get murdered. Oh, I think actually I didn't. Nice. Whoa! And now we're back in like boring normal mode because I didn't do much. Actually, I should probably let these guys shoot a bit sooner. Or not, I don't know. I guess they kind of shoot around here, which I've set it to. I have it in my scripts. If we go to the skulls, you can see here on shoot on activation. So when they reach Y, which is like 0, so when they reach this line on the screen, they activate and start shooting. Oh, nice, James. So the event is tonight? I didn't watch all of it because like I watched it and the audio was quite loud, and then Lady Graf came in and she was like, "The hell is that? What is that?" She didn't have that voice, but you know. And I was like, "Eh." Janos says those birds could fire a ring of bullets. Yes, they could. Which birds? These? These ones? I think it's kind of dangerous, I guess, to have all of them fire a ring of bullets. But we could. question is... Actually, no, there's no question, because I have enemy weapon, and that's kind of where you decide what sort of, like, is it a straight, is it a target the player, then it could be... Let's make another one and call it circle. And where do I do that? Do I even do that? I do it in the movement, I think. No, wait, here. If it's a straight, then I tell the bullet to be straight. If it's... Oh, okay. So, let's change this to a switch, because there's going to be more than just one. So, switch, bullet type, and then... Let's say case, straight, break. I hope you can't hear the cat. She's kind of meowing because I think she wants to come in here or something. And we'll take this one and put it in here. And target player. And we should be able to get rid of all this, like that. And let's make a new one here. The phoenixes that swooped in from the side. Yeah, those are the ones. Enums are the best things to happen to mankind next to music. I like enums too. They're useful. Let's go with circle. So what happens if we have a circle? Enemy bullet controller. So it's basically the same thing, but just with this. Whoa! Yeah, so this is the part where I kind of screwed up, because like these are local to the various things, so I should just have like an open one for all of them, but I have not done that, so I'll have to look that or fix that later. Let's go with a circle here as well. And go back to this one and do a dot circle. There we go. Okay, so for my weapon, I have to... Sorry, shouldn't be blowing on my mic. I have to do the circle thing in here, and it might lag, but I guess I'll find out. Let's see. So, this is where I spawn a bullet. And this is my pooling, instantiating thingy. I'm just gonna need to check here. Can I even use that one? I have to redo all of this if I want to do. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, Janos says you can make the global quite easily. You just declare the enum above the class. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do that. But not now. Because I really want to focus on the other thing. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make a class that contains like all of my enums. I'll just make an enum class. That's usually what I do. I don't know why I didn't do it this time. Which is silly, because I also have like 2 or 3 different types of elements and stuff. It's just silly. James says, I unfortunately can't stay longer, Duder, but I'm glad I caught you and glad to see you streaming again. Keep on rocking. You too, bro. Thank you so much for popping by. I really appreciate it. It was great having you, and thank you for the encouragement. I appreciate it. I'll see if I can pop by your stream. Sadly, tomorrow I have work in the evening. So, going back to this spawning things in a flower. Like right now I'm using a pooling system. And this pooling system is what I use to instantiate stuff. So, if I wanted to do a flower, then I should make... If shooting is activated and we can shoot, then here is basically what I do if it has pause between shots. I guess it could have pause between shots as well, but then I would have to like... Yeah, I think that could work. Like having it either instantiating one bullet as a current shot and salvo, or instantiating a whole flower if that is active. So if bullet type equals to bullet type circle, spawn a bunch of stuff in a circle, else we'll just spawn one like this. Can I even do it like that? Yeah, I can, but I'm gonna put it... Actually, I'll refactor later. It'll just be like this, and then I'll refactor it later. So what I wanted to do is like start with one that faces downwards, I guess, or forward, or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Just like it faces the same direction as the owner of the weapon. So let's say the owner of the weapon is facing right or left or whatever. And so we spawn one bullet and then we rotate. So I'm gonna need to do something about the rotation. Let's say we do this, and instead of quaternion identity, I'll do transform.rotation. So basically this will work. That's one bullet, but I'm gonna need to do something to the rotation, so I'm just gonna Google some stuff. Let's see, C# Unity. How do I add? Let's just say 1 degree to the Z axis of a 2D object. Transform.rotate. Add 90 degrees to transform.rotate, blah blah blah. Let's check out transform.rotate. We can put it here. Oh, I already had stuff up here. So, Euler angles is probably what I want. What does it do here? Transform.rotate, it uses the right and the left. I don't want that. I want something where, yeah, something like this. That's better. Rotate the object around its local x-axis. Yeah, the thing is though, I don't want the the host object. Hens says, "Hi bro, can you teach me something about graphics design?" I can try. It really depends on what you want to learn. Like today, I'm not really doing a lot of stuff with Photoshop. So yeah, it's a really broad question, but I would say like maybe check out Google or YouTube. I mean, that's where I learned a lot of the stuff. Lady Graph, my girlfriend, she learned a lot of stuff from her education. Like she has a multimedia degree, and learned a lot of these rules, like the Gestalt design rules and stuff like that. Or not I call them design rules because they apply to design, but they're really not. But the Gestalt rules are really useful, or the Gestalt principles. There's a guy called, is it Philip Van Dusen on YouTube? Like he's really successful or very talented. He's a teacher as well. He has a lot of graphics design tutorials as well. Wow, I've watched a lot of those. Yeah, Lady Graph is my girlfriend. Not the statue here behind me. That's not my girlfriend. It belongs to my girlfriend. But yeah. So, getting back to this one. I want to rotate. I want to add... Oh, wait. I could just... What if I do... Wait, what is this? Is this a vector 3 or a... It's a quaternion. I'm gonna make a private variable here. Whoops, that didn't work. Oh, nice! Dog1144 has followed. Thank you very much for following. Thank you for picking up the sword. Welcome. Hens says, what is the name? I think his name was Philip Van Dusen? I think it was Philip Van Dusen. It's a YouTube channel. But he's really, really talented. So, I was working on private quaternion, and actually, let's not call it that. Let's call it rotation for a circle. Yes, let's do that. And let's set it to 0. Actually, let's just do it here. 0. There we go. Let's go down here. Of course it's not 0, because it's a quaternion and I have no idea how to write those. So let's not set it yet. Let's set it later. Okay, so here we are. Actually, that doesn't help me at all because I'm kind of in the same position as I was before, where I don't want to directly modify this transform. I can put it in there, but... Oh wait, actually that would work, because if I do this and then I can say rotation for circle dot... Wait, can I do that? Dot rotate? Set Euler rotation. What does that do? Is that what I want? It might be. Yes. That is kind of what I want. 0, 0. And then transform dot rotation. No. Oh, actually, yes, let's just do that. And then, why is it saying that? Did I do something wrong? Oh, it's obsolete. Use Euler instead. Okay. And this won't work because why? Returns a rotation or roll. I don't even know what that means. Quaternion Euler cannot be accessed within an instance reference. Qualify it with a type name instead. Can someone help me? What does that mean? Hen says, I think abstract and other if you will do it. I'm sorry, I don't... Like, you were thinking about abstract graphics design and you wanted help with that? Right now, I am making a bullet pattern for my enemies. These enemies. We want these guys to fly across the screen, and then when they reach a specific point, they shoot out a circle of bullets, you know, like to all the sides. Like, so basically, I want it to shoot one bullet that goes this direction, and then rotate a little bit, shoot that direction, and then that direction. But I wanted to... Well, it needs to do it really fast, which it will, but that's not going to work. And I'm not really sure why. Does it have anything to do with this? No, it doesn't. It cannot be accessed with an instance reference. This is because I need to say new vector 3 and do this instead? Or are we in the same... Yeah, we're in the same situation. How do I use Euler? Let's ask Google. Maybe Google can help. Quaternion Euler returns a rotation of... Yeah, I don't want that. I want this. Rotation as Euler angles in degrees. That's kind of the one I want, but... I'm pretty sure this is what I want. Because I've used this before, like the transformed at Euler angles. Here it says Y rotation, it uses Euler angles, and it rotates like that, which makes sense. So, maybe, instead of a quaternion, let's just try to use a... Wait, what did they use here? ThinkBot Labs says, "What's up, Tasty Graph? What is up, ThinkBot Labs? Good to see you. How are you doing?" Transformed out Euler angles, so that'll transform it. That needs to be a vector. It'll store it as a vector 3. So instead of a quaternion, actually, let's keep that one for a sec, and then let's just make a vector 3 here. I need a vector 3 for, I don't know, temporary Euler angle. Can I do this? Yes, I can. But I should probably just pull it up here or something. ThinkBot Lab says, "What kind of game are you working on?" I am working on a shoot 'em up, a shmup. And right now, well, you're the player and you can switch between... I can't test it right now because it just broke my game. But you're flying through, you can shoot these towers and you can get power-ups that upgrade your shots. And right now I'm working on these enemies. They move down to a certain point and then they move across the screen. These guys move across that side of the screen, and I want them to shoot out like 360 degrees shots. Hen says, "When will you do something about abstract? For example, wallpapers." I don't think I'll be doing something like that, to be honest. I mean, I don't usually paint wallpapers. Sometimes I draw sprites and graphics for the games, but I don't usually do abstract. It's not really my style, to be honest. My style is more like, you know, you see down here with the like the dragon. It's more of a fantasy thing. That's the kind of stuff that I like to draw. And yeah, little Mr. Goblin here as well I drew. So usually when I draw on stream, that's the kind of stuff I do. But I'm in a bit of a problem, to be honest, because I have a Cintiq screen, but I also just got a new microphone, and that microphone has like an arm and it covers my Cintiq. So while I'm streaming, I kind of need to have my microphone. So I'm not going to be painting today. Sorry. ThinkBot Labs says, I'm doing well, thanks. Brainstorming my next tutorial series. Nice. Thinking about going with first-person shooter survival game. Cool. I definitely want to check out that tutorial. And ThinkBot Labs continues. He says, oh, fun. I just played the old school R-Type arcade game a few weeks ago. It was a good time. Yeah, I love R-Type. It's a side scroller though, like a horizontal scroller. And Uzabros is back. He says, do you know Wonder Boy? Wonder Boy? Yeah, I know Wonder Boy, the old school game. There's like a newer version for the Nintendo Switch. And welcome back. Welcome back, Uzabros. There's a newer version for Nintendo Switch, which is also a Wonder Boy game, but it has super duper graphics. Let me pull it up for you. Wonder Boy for Switch. I mean, the graphics are... they are so sweet. It looks really yummy. And this is... it's not exactly the art style that I draw in, but like... this is what I aspire to do. Like, I would love for my games to have this sort of cartoony feel. I really love like the kind of sketchy shading here. I would say though that these hearts don't really seem to match the art style of the rest of the stuff, but like, it's amazing. It looks so good. I really like it. And the hero is here, like he turned into some sort of fish boy. So yeah. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Like, basically what I want is for it to spawn a bullet and have that bullet go in a direction, which I'm doing fine, but I would like to like change this direction, like have a for loop. Oh crap, my window's down and I didn't see who it was. It was Hens. Thank you so much for the follow. Hens has picked up the sword. He says, I just started following and I'm waiting to paint stream. Do you know when it'll be? It's amazing. Where are you from? I'm from Denmark. How about you? Where are you from? If you don't mind saying. I'll definitely be doing a paint stream. I don't think I want to be programming every day of the week, so next time I'll be streaming, if I can, I'll be doing it on Wednesday. And I would definitely be doing some painting then, so that we could have like a bit of programming and a bit of painting. Utsubro says, can you maybe help with an emote one day if you have the time for a Twitch user competition? I might. It really depends. We can talk about it at work if you like. It really depends on what needs to be done, but yeah, sure. I mean, I can do emotes. Don't forget to drink your water. Thank you, Nightbot. Thank you. I just realized that I've actually gone 30 minutes over time. The thing is, I haven't seen my girlfriend at all today. So I think it would be a good time for me to host someone. So if you give me a few moments while I check and see who's streaming. Hen says he's from the Czech Republic. Do you know where it is? It's an Eastern European country. And yes, I know where it is. It's southeast of where I live, kind of. Let me just go on to Twitch real quick and check out my following thingy. Let's see if we have someone that I know who is streaming today. We have Games plus James. And Games plus James. Oh, and he's doing a Raycast platformer tutorial something something. Oh, and also if you guys want discount codes for a pixel art course that James is doing, then you should totally follow me on our host. So, I'm going to see if I can figure out how to do my outro. I think that is probably it. Let's see. Let's see what happens if I go here. This is my outro. This is me talking. Usabro says, I haven't seen your girlfriend. One day in your life. You'll see her one day. Probably. I'm sure of it. I want to thank all of you guys for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. It was super awesome, and I had a lot of fun. And if you'd like to, you should totally join my Discord, because on the Discord is where I post articles that are related to game development. I post funny stuff. I post not so funny stuff. You can get in touch with other game developers as well. That's where you can find graphics artists. You can find other programmers if you're a graphics artist yourself. I have a channel where I post music that you can use for your streams and listen to if you like to listen to music. We have a coding section and a like a knowledge section where we post all kinds of useful things. So once again, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. And I am now going to host Games plus James. And I hope to see you guys over there. If not, then I hope you all have a super duper evening. And enjoy. Now I'm going to press host, and I don't know how long I need to talk. I think we're probably still there. We'll see. I might have clicked too early. Or I might not. Let's see. So, I'm just going to continue talking, and I'll jump on to Games plus James.
You are awesome. Hopefully the last bit of your stream after I popped out went well, my friend.